Most teams don't abandon Asana because it's too complex. They abandon it because the team fails to adopt a few simple habits that allow them to unlock its real value. Here are my 5 golden rules that every Asana user should adopt. Now, be sure to share this video with your team to get everyone locked in, and you'll quickly find that Asana goes from being a tool that's kind of a chore to update to being a tool that your team can't live without. And if you're interested in getting customized Asana training for your team, then book an introductory call with us using the link in the description below. We can design and tailor a customized onboarding plan specifically for your business and take Asana from being a tool that your team kind of uses to being your team's central planning and communication hub. Okay, rule number 1, if it's not in Asana, it doesn't exist. Now, when you adopt a tool like Asana, you're really asking people to change their behavior and adopt a new mindset. Up to this point, to get work done, your team probably sends each other emails or messages in tools like Slack or Microsoft Teams. We're now asking people to break that habit, and instead, to get work done, you need to be sending each other tasks. And my team knows that if they need something from me, or if I need something from them, we request that by giving each other tasks. And so if you send me an email or a message on Slack, I will actually go back to my team and say, hey, give this to me as a task in Asana. Adoption of Asana can suffer if you have some people following the rules, sending each other tasks in Asana, and other people on the team, we call these people laggards, still using email or messaging apps. This is going to confuse everyone. It's going to mean that work is spread out across multiple tools, and it really slows the work down. And so you can use this as an opportunity to be firm with people and say, if they send you an email, reply back and say, hey, can you please give this to me as a task in Asana? So here is a simple example of a task I recently gave to Warwick when we were having an issue with one of our Zapier automations. Now, the benefit of giving Warwick a task, number 1, is it's a very actionable task that Warwick needs to do. And when he logs into his Asana, he goes to his My Tasks, and he's looking at what do I need to do today, he sees this task very clearly on his list. That makes it easier for Warwick to plan and prioritize his work rather than planning his time around emails and messages that are coming in constantly throughout the day. You almost consider the task up here as almost like the subject of an email, and the description is the body. This is where I can put more detail and I can explain what it is that I need. If Warwick has questions or if we need to discuss this, we can comment back and forth down the bottom in the comments. And finally, when Warwick's done, he can mark this task as complete. It gets it off his list, and I get notified in my inbox that the task or the work has been done. Rule number 2, check your inbox 2 to 3 times per day. Now, the inbox in Asana is where you get notified about tasks being assigned or completed or updated. It's also where you get notified about comments between people. Now, if you've ever assigned somebody a task or posted a comment asking for an update, but the other person hasn't responded, it's usually because they haven't seen it because they're not checking their inbox. And again, this is where adoption can really suffer, is if one or a couple of people are not checking their inbox. Adoption and usage of Asana breaks down because the people that are using Asana have to revert back to using email or Slack to chase people up. So everyone needs to be checking their inbox. Quick tip, keep an eye on the inbox here. You'll actually see there's a little red dot on the inbox which tells me there's something new in my inbox that I need to go and have a look at. So I need to be watching that throughout the day. Now, the AI features in Asana can give you an inbox summary, which is quite nice. If you have lots of notifications, you can get an AI-generated summary, which is great. The best practice here is to click on each of these notifications one by one, and a lot of them won't actually need an action. This notification is telling me that Jarvis, which is our Zapier automation bot, has posted a summary from this meeting. I don't need to take any action on this, so the only action, I do need to take is to archive this notification. It clears it out of my inbox and it puts that notification in my archive section up here. That way, the activity tab is only showing me things that are new that I haven't responded to yet. As I click on these one by one, I can choose to comment if I need to respond. So here's a task that's been completed. I can reopen this, or I can respond with feedback if I need to. I can also like people's comments to show that I've seen them. The best practice here is, if I'm just going to archive all, make sure you empty your inbox a couple of times a day. That way, when new notifications come in, it's really clear what's new and you can keep on top of the updates. A couple more quick tips. If you go to your manage notifications here, I would recommend you turn off email notifications. Otherwise, you will get absolutely slammed via email as well as getting notifications in Asana. So you can see I've turned off all those email notifications, and my habit is I work from Asana and I work from that inbox throughout the day. One more thing is, if you are getting notified about a task that you are no longer interested in, you can leave the task. You can opt out of receiving future updates if you don't want to be notified any longer. Rule number 3, work from your My Tasks page. The My Tasks page in Asana is where you can see all of the tasks assigned to you with your name on it from any project, including subtasks. This is great because it means you don't have to go finding your tasks and click through each project. You simply open your My Tasks in the morning to see what you have assigned to you that day, and this is the best way to plan and prioritize your time. You can access your My Tasks from here on the sidebar, and I would say I probably spend most of my time in Asana on this page. It's where I work from throughout the day to see what I need to do next. And I've organized my tasks using a few sections. At the top here, we have recently assigned, which is where new tasks appear if I create them for myself or if other people assign tasks to me. And then what I do is I sort the task into one of these various sections. So I have today, which is tasks either starting or due today that I need to work on. I have next actions. This is a getting things done concept, GTD. Next actions are things I'll work on or think about when I have a chance. Upcoming, which is tasks due in the next 7 days. So we have some tasks here due tomorrow, Friday, and early next week. And finally, later, which is anything due more than a week away. So you can see I have a load of tasks in there due later next week or later in the month. And I actually keep those sections closed. I don't want to be distracted by those things. I just want to stay focused on what I have due today. And so with a task like this that's due on Tuesday, this is early next week, so I will move this to upcoming. Now, I have some rules set up here that will move the task into my today section when it's due. So when it's starting or due today, the task will be moved into the today section. So that task that's due on Tuesday will appear in this section on Tuesday. Similarly, for the upcoming section, if there's a task starting or due in 1 week, it will get moved from later into upcoming. Now, if you want to learn more about how to organize your My Tasks page and how to create rules like this for yourself, we're going to link up here a video that we made all about that. Rule number 4, it is the responsibility of the assignee to mark a task as complete. Now, I have this as a golden rule because a common mistake we see people make is when I assign somebody a task and that person does the work, some people assign the task back to the original assignee or the creator to have them check the work, and they're the ones that get to decide if the task was complete. This is a mistake. Oh look, I have something new in my inbox. Let's take a look. Warwick's completed this task, the one that we talked about earlier. So here I can see down the bottom, Warwick has completed this task. Now, this articulates why the assignee should complete the task, because if Warwick assigned this task back to me and then I checked it and said, yep, the task's done, it would show Paul has completed the task. And the assignee, the person up here that actually did the work, they deserve the credit and the satisfaction for marking this task as complete. Now, if he completes this and I'm not happy, maybe I've tested this app and it's still not working, I can reopen this task. I can mark it as incomplete. It goes back onto Warwick's task list, and I can respond down here and say, hey, look, you need to take another look at this. But trust me, make that a golden rule for everyone on the team. The assignee should be the one who marks the task as complete. And rule number 5, keep Asana open. You can access Asana via the browser, like I do, or you can download the desktop app. Either way, keep Asana open. That way you can quickly access it and update it throughout the day. Especially if you're going to use Asana as your communication hub, you need to be able to quickly access it so that you can see and respond to comments. You probably already have your email or Slack or Teams open all day anyway. Asana should be the same. So if you are in a meeting or you're on a call with someone, whatever your situation, you can quickly pull up Asana and see where are we at with that task. You can update the status, update the due date, respond to a comment very quickly. I've had clients come to us and say, oh, I was only updating Asana a couple of times a week. Well, I'm sorry to say that's not really good enough. If you're only going into Asana a couple of times a week, it's not up to date and it will feel like a chore. You're going to have to spend time catching up, cleaning up. It's much easier to keep it open, keep it up to date in real time, and it will be a more useful tool. If you found any of my 5 golden rules useful, please give this video a like to support this channel. Oh, hang on. I just thought of one more. When you are commenting back and forth in Asana, make sure you use the reactions to show somebody you've seen and like their comment, or when the work is done, you can show an appreciation to celebrate. There's nothing like getting a task done and having a narwhal celebrate with you. And finally, if you have any of your own golden rules that you have adopted, I would love to hear them. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.